begin this drive.
Making a read at the line. To throw, here's Nitz. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. First down, great results. That snap goes for 17.
17 yards. That's good for Broncos.
So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first to stop this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Two timeouts plus the 2-minute warning for them to use, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Past midfield to the 45. Inside the 25. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. It's another here in the fourth. Right after Watts. Accuracy perfectly. It's good. And they've broken this time. They've taken a 7-point lead.
28. Lions 21. Will Lutz to kick off
Here's
for the
Lutz set to kick this
Broncos.
away. Kennedy now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room.
The Lions take over first and 10
here as they bring him
at their
down
own
beyond the
41-yard line.
Trailing by one score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20.
Cross pass complete to Jameson Williams.
Detroit.
Touchdown,
Jameson
Detroit.
Williams. 59 yards to the house.
A receiver
The
this
kicker
skilled,
on
he's got
four-point
every
after.
route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no
The kick
double
is
moves. You
good.
just go run right
That will tie the game.
That one right
28
down
all.
the middle. And we're back level 28-28. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return.
Hey,
The
maybe in the
Broncos
end, this
take
return
over
just
first
gets
and
lost
10
in the shuffle
at
when
their
you
own
recap things, Cade.
26-yard line.
If you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost, that's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
This is Sutton working the right side. He's brought down at the end of a nearly 30-yard gain. And that's going to give the Broncos a first down. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. Lane inside the 35. Down the 29-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 on the first down.
That's another Broncos
Now it's a
first
great gain on the
down.
ground.
First
They've got
and
this
10 at the
defense on their
29-yard
heels.
line.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Bo Nix on the keeper.
Have to hurry here.
He
Clock's
was
still
tackled
running.
at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. And he let his man just a
Nix's
little too much
pass
there. That's an
intended
incomplete
for
pass.
Evan Ingram.
Important
Incomplete.
situation stuff right
The
here.
coverage by
Listen
Jack
now,
Campbell.
well, more important than the score is to get this first down. And it might mean throwing over the middle field and using one of those 2 timeouts you have left.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throwing now. Pass taken in by Sutton. Just enough for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Great individual
That's
efforts.
another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Setting up to pass. Looking for somewhere to throw. And they're going to get there in time. Down he goes.
Sacked by DJ
It's
Waddle.
second.
A 4-yard loss.
And they're still going to have
Brings
one
up
left
second
at their
and
disposal.
14 at the 21-yard line.
Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Now he takes it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hicks on the scramble.
Timeout taken here by
Brought
the
down
Lions.
at the 18-yard line.
And now
It's a
they're
gain of
powerless to
3.
stop that clock with a
Brings
timeout
up
at least.
third and 9.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
To throw. Buys time, rolling right. He's making a bid for it. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Broncos first down.
2 seconds remaining in our contest.
First
We're
and
going to see
goal
what
at
both
the
teams
3-yard
decide to do
line.
with this final play.
Will Lutz
Entire
on for the
game
field
coming
goal.
down to the leg of
A
Will Lutz.
20-yard attempt.
Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here.
The kick is
He
good.
got it. So it's a
Makes the
win for the
score
Broncos.
Broncos 31.
And with overtime in their
Lions
back pocket, they
28.
weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still made. From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Kansas City. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. To the left side, caught by Thornton.
Mahomes
He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he
Thornton. It's a gain of 5. Brings
Completion
up
and
second
conditions, you
and
never
5.
turn them down. But to
At
make
the
that throw for
40-yard
those
line.
yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
On second down, Mahomes. That's brought in. It's his back. Rashard Smith. That gives them a first down.
5-yard gain on
To
the
this day,
play.
I can still see the
That's
faces of the
good
big guys
for
in the
the
room. You
Kansas
call a
City
screen like that,
Chiefs.
instead of them
First
just
down.
getting knocked backwards, they get to be
First and
salesmen.
10 at
They
the
get to push those
46-yard
linemen
line.
downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10 now from the 46. Here's Mahomes now. Right back to Smith they go. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12
Whenever
yards.
he can go from first down to
That's
first down,
another
makes things easy
Kansas
for an
City
offense. And it is the
Chiefs.
primary
First
reason
down.
that he gets looks that he does.
First and 10 at
Every
the
touch he gets
42-yard
has a
line.
solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Mahomes. And he has it along the
Mahomes
sideline.
pass.
A little too close to
Intended
that
for
edge. They're gonna say
Xavier
he's out of
Worthy.
bounds. We've got second down.
Incomplete.
I'll tell
Roger
you what, you give him
McCreary
another
on
foot of
the
space,
coverage.
and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Brought in by his back Smith.
Mahomes
And
pass.
just gets back to the line of
Complete to
scrimmage.
Rashard Smith.
He
No gain on the
specializes in
play.
salvaging broken
It's
plays out of the
third and
backfield,
10.
but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on third down. Now it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit. And
Mahomes
it's
pass.
incomplete.
Intended for
You
Travis
know I talk
Kelce.
to you all the time about those
Incomplete.
money downs and third
And a
downs. And
quick
the plan you got to
straw on the
have. It's kind
coverage.
of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. I'm going for it here. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's a turnover to begin their
Mahomes
game.
pass.
That's incomplete on fourth,
Intended
and it's
for
going to go over on
Rasheed
down.
Rice. Incomplete.
Even the best receivers,
It's a
they
turnover
occasional
on
breaks in
down.
concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Let's start on the ground with Gibbs. Down the sideline at the 45. He will go.
Jameer Gibbs, the ball
Touchdown,
carrier.
Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned
The
about
kicker on
analytics
for
of
the
this
extra
game at the
point.
NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel
The
good for
kick
this
is
offense.
good.
That one
Makes the
splits
score
uprights.
Lions 7.
They
Chiefs
jump out to a
nothing.
7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20.
Nico
Which team gets to
Remigio
it?
on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Play action, Mahomes. He's in trouble, but he's not going to get away. Brought down to the zone. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
17.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Mahomes pass complete to Travis Kelce.
Got there quickly.
A gain of 4 brings up
right there
3rd
defensively,
and
but
13.
even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. Under pressure, and it gets to him. Brought down near the 8.
Sack.
And that forces this offense into a 4th and 20.
A loss of 7.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already. These defenders have got home for a home run sack. They get their way. A lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet.
In punt formation for the Chiefs.
It's away, not a great kick, angling right towards the sideline. And
The
that kick
Lions
is out of
take
bounds
over
almost
1st and 10
immediately. A
at the
major
Chiefs'
miss hit, and that
22-yard
got out
line.
of the red zone. So 1 second remaining. Here's our final snap of the quarter. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Goff setting the throw. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be a best for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Third and long, in the throw. And he gets home. Touchdown,
Complete to
Lions.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Touchdown,
Scoring
Detroit.
from 24 out.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released.
The
But
kicker on for the point
the
after.
crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement. Whenever they take a deep shot, it's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
So after the missed extra point, he's still out there. He's going to put it back in play. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the
on the
touchback
return.
instead.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, like the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. He has almost 30 yards on a big play. First down.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing is Mahomes. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. He takes a shallow catch into something more. Sets up 2nd and short.
8 yards on the
These
pickup.
intermediate games,
Brings up
that's the
2nd
wheelhouse
and
for these
2
two to connect on.
at the
Start the
30-yard
series off
line.
well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. Here's Mahomes. Defender meeting him at the catch point and breaking out that catch. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The lack of points, the
Brings
lack of
up
yards
3rd
have just
down
gone
and
hand in hand
2.
here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. And he's not able to keep a hold of it through that hit.
Intended for Xavier Worthy.
Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. So they're going to have
Sets
to
up
evaluate
4th
things
down.
now on 4th and short.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They'll go. It's Mahomes. He gets it to Rice. And this will get them a first down. 3 yards is what they needed. That play gains 5.
5-yard gain on the play.
Well, probably a little
That's
closer than they
good
would have
for our
preferred it.
Kansas
But hey,
City
good call
Chiefs.
nonetheless, keeping the
First
offense out there on
down.
4th down.
You know what that was,
First
Kate? That
and
was
10 at the
awareness.
25-yard
An
line.
understanding of both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness of the receiver to know exactly where he needed to get the job done.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Rush is going to win this one. They get to it.
Sacked by
Campbell.
Jack Campbell.
And
A
that's how we
9-yard
end it.
loss.
2nd down on
It's
the
now
other side of
2nd
this
and
2-minute warning.
19 at the 34-yard line.
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Detroit Lions and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off in Detroit. Here's Tom Kennedy on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful
The
offense.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards.
They were looking for their Kate. Going to lead to
2
some
yards
shuffling
on
around
the
here in the
pickup.
playbook.
It's
I remember
2nd and
aggressive
8
call on
at
second.
the 20-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off to the air now. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's at the spot. He paid for that one.
A gain of 9
Still enough
yards.
for that first down.
That's good. For
He
the
held on to that
Lions.
for one
First
reason
down.
and one reason alone, because he's got
1st
some
and 10
kind
at
of
the
powerful
30-yard
grip
line.
strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff off the play action. Finds some time left. He's being chased and again right near the line. And they're going to be facing 2nd
It's a
down
loss of a
now.
yard. Brings up 2nd
I just
and
love these
11
little back and
at the
forth early in
28-yard
a game.
line.
Offensively, you want completions like they just got. You want to get in a rhythm. And then defensively, you want to disrupt it with sacks and negative plays. Well done.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. After the sack, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to start the play marker, but not
Thank you, Jahmyr Gibbs.
catch and run, Brock. It's 3rd
A
and
gain
short.
of 9 brings up 3rd and
You hear me
2.
talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Challenging double coverage, and don't get through.
Intended for Isaac to
Contact
score.
breaks up the catch.
Incomplete.
It's 4th down.
It's 4th
Possibly an
down.
early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive. You got to find a way to execute.
They'll go for it. Goff. This is brought in by LaPorta. 11 yards there. They
It's
got
a
the
gain
first
of
down.
11.
We all know teams are embracing this more and more,
First down.
but boy, from your
1st
own
and
side,
10 at the
on a play like
48-yard
that,
line.
you better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Williams coming in motion right. Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. He drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4.
Well,
It's
this is
now
a
2nd and
headache-inducing run
6.
for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
It's up for the defender and brings it in. After that catch, he's down at the
A
30.
gain of 17 yards.
17.
That's
That is
another
good for Detroit first down.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they're about to be able.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Goff. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. He's got a start after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up.
A gain of 9 yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. And got right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
He's been near perfect on this opening series. He's 5 of 6 now throwing the football. Good
Here is
5 yards, looks like. It's second down.
Brian Branch on the tackle.
Okay, so they sent the blitz.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
ran through it for a
5
pretty nice game.
at the 14-yard line.
Yeah. Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Now a pitch to Gibbs. Not much space available
Jameer Gibbs,
there.
ball carrier.
Brings up third down.
The tackle by Jack
Yeah, that
Campbell.
defense was flying to the
It's
ball.
a
You see
gain of
that
2.
outside toss, a
Brings up
pursuit
3rd
drill that they
and
work on
3.
over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now they send their back in motion right. Off now on 3rd down. Very quick, but he is still hit as he let that one
Intended
go.
for Sam Laporta. Incomplete.
It's going to bring
DJ
around 4th
Reed
down.
there defensively.
All right, Brock, QB1, I got a question for you. Are you always expecting the rush to be dialed up?
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. And tonight we've got an AFC matchup in store for you, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Evan McPherson to kick off for
Evan
Cincinnati.
McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Cleveland. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins.
Quinshon Judkins, ball carrier.
Line of scrimmage.
brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On the game's first
No gain on the
and
play.
it's second down.
Second and 10.
And he
At
got
the
off the end there
35-yard
very
line.
quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now it's second and 10. Once again, Jenkins. And he's across the
John Jenkins, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line.
This is third and
That's
2.
a gain of 8. Brings up third and 2.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. There's some space here.
Dylan
Sampson. He's inside the 30.
It's a gain of 29.
Very well executed
That's
play.
good
It goes for
for
29 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard
So
line.
they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off play action. Green. And he went down right on the edge of the red zone.
Complete to Joe Boyer. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Made it nice,
At the
easy pitch and
Bengals
catch.
20-yard
But he could
line.
break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 20, here's second and 2.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Green. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Looking to throw. Green. That's taken in by Bond.
Green's pass. Complete
Just
to
inside the
Isaiah Bond.
25-yard line.
A gain of 9.
So the completion results
It's
there
fourth
in
down.
9 yards. And it'll be fourth down.
Mustang 19. Deputy Timberwolf.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got it incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but he does
It's a gain
have
of
first
8.
down yardage.
And the Browns
And the drive
first
stays in
down.
motion with a nice 8.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw again. Touchdown!
Isaiah
16-yard touchdown. And the Browns will climb the other lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Andre Schmidt on for the extra point. His kick is good.
And that makes the score
Makes
7-0.
the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing. Andre Schmidt to kick on for Cleveland.
Kick this one away. Escapes the defender. And not much happening on the return.
Charlie Jones on the return.
23.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a first and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Grant Delpit.
So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage.
Intercepted.
Obviously, that one didn't
The
pay
Browns
off.
take over
Absolutely
first
not.
and
How
10
about the momentum
at
that's
the
being created?
22-yard line.
The score, you take it away, big return. You've got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Green off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This is 2nd and 8.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. Green. Nowhere to turn this time.
The quarterback sack.
Sacked back at the 29.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Cowboy 80.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Come on.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a
So
gain
many
of
times in my career, I've
18.
heard coaches talk about
That's good
completions
for
are
the
one
Browns.
thing, but as long as
First
we're there
down.
at the catch and we get guys on
First
the
and
ground,
10
we
at
can
the
live with
11-yard
that.
line.
If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
19, cut.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan
Dylan
Sampson.
Sampson with the ball carrier. Jonathan Allen on the tackle.
Well, they
A
didn't get a whole
3-yard
lot out of
pickup.
happen, but I think
Brings
you
up
got to
2nd
continue to
and
try and run
7
it, try and keep the
at the
defense honest.
9-yard
So
line.
just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the 2nd and 7. That's caught left side. So they can set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to
And
the
the
1.
Browns, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Looking to throw. Green.
Isaiah
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Browns.
With their 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Andre
to go for
Schmidt
one
on
and kick the
20
extra
extra
point.
point.
And it's
The
good to
kick
make it
is
15-0.
good. Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals nothing. Andre Schmidt to kick off for
The
Cleveland.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a
Goal on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
There, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it
Chase
back.
Brown, the ball carrier.
Managed to pick up about
Brought
4
down at
at
the
2nd
30-yard
down.
line.
The
4
defense
yards on the
covered,
pickup.
but it still got driven
2nd
back
and
by
6.
those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0.
Here we go, here we go.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he
Chase
went
Brown,
nowhere.
the ball
He'll lose
carrier.
yardage back to the 29.
Mason Graham on the
He'll
stop.
go down as a
A
2-yard
loss of 2
loss. It
yards.
brings up a third
And
down.
it's
Another
third
example
down.
right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give
Chase
yourself a
Brown,
chance.
ball carrier.
And he goes out right away.
It's a gain of 10. First down,
10 yards
Bengals.
there on the Bengal first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Brown. Give him 5 on the
Chase
carry
Brown,
there, and it'll
ball
be second
carrier.
down.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard
Defense is
line.
lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
4 receivers in the formation here, a pair to each side as they face a 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow. The left side completion to Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of
Burrow's
midfield at the
pass
45.
complete to Charlie
It's a
Jones.
Bengal first down, a pickup.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Got a nice
First
job
down,
by the two of them to not
Cincinnati.
only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And Burrow going to be hard and taken down. They got him.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Right around
A loss of 11
first down
yards.
to set him back
It's
on
2nd
second.
down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is
Burrow's
incomplete.
pass intended for Jamar Chase.
The
Incomplete.
idea of making up ground
Robbie
to make third
Hickman
down
there
manageable.
defensively.
Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
A gain of 5
Receivers
brings
to
up
keep
2nd
tabs on
and
here.
5
3 of them to the right
at the
side on
Browns'
2nd and 5.
27-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And he's going to go down here.
Right.
They push him back to the 30.
Joe Burrow's sack.
Now the Bengals going to
Loss
signal
of 8
for their
yards.
3rd and final
And it's
timeout.
3rd
As they stop it with
down.
11 seconds remaining in this
3rd
first half.
and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away.
Burrow's pass
Incomplete.
intended for T. Higgins. Incomplete. Aaron McPherson on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
But that time, it didn't work out.
just won't get there. Won't be
His
on
kick
line here.
is
It's no
no
good. To the
good.
right. And this
That
will
keeps
remain
the
a
score
two-touchdown
Browns
game.
14.
But I'd say that
Bengals
it's fair
nothing.
to say nothing has gone right in this first half for them. Even here, you've got a chance to at least get on the board, but that goes by the wayside. And now, this coaching staff, they've got to figure out some way to wake this team up at halftime to get them going.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here's Green. A final shot before break. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Andre Schmidt to
A
kick off for
2-touchdown
Cleveland.
game. 14-0 to score as we get rolling again here in this second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Charlie Jones on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10
Great return.
at their own 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 38. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be
Intended for Jamar Chase.
Maybe
Incomplete.
a little frustration starting to
It's
creep
second
in. The
down
offensive
and
line has
10.
done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This one complete to Yoshibas. And a nice stiff arm that opens
Burrow's
up.
pass.
And he'll take
Complete
this
to
to the
Andre
right side of
Yoshibas.
midfield before going out of
A gain of
bounds.
15.
He was held
And
without
the
a catch in the
Bengals
first
first
half, but
down.
he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Stop, 11.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it was intercepted. Carson Schlesinger with a pick. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. Off the play fake. Green. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to it.
Intended for Denzel Boston. Incomplete.
To give you an idea of
Brings
how
up
accurate he's been
second
throwing the
and
football,
10.
we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this one
Green
incomplete.
pass. Intended
Too much
for
contact
Isaiah
on that
Bond.
one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
I see the
Brings
surprise
up
in
a
your face
third
there,
down
partner. That
and
is a
10
rare
yards to
completion
go.
from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Drain down from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get
A
the
gain of
third down
12 yards.
conversion.
And now
That's
we get into
good
the
for the
psychology of the
Browns.
whole thing,
First
because a lot of
down.
teams with a 2-score lead in the third
First
quarter,
and 10 at the
they almost become
46-yard
defensive
line.
with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great.
And he'll be taken
The
down.
quarterback taken down and sacked by
That
Boye
sack, it goes to Boye
Mafe. It's a
Mafe.
10-yard loss. Brings up
Remember, they had
second
a nice
and
gain on the
20
previous play,
at
but
the
they just gave a
44-yard
rounded back
line.
right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's downfield. He's got Phantom. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And that one returns him 35 yards.
And the Browns, first down.
In Bengals territory now.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
At the 34. Back to throw. Green. That is caught by Bond. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Browns.
There. 34 yards. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Andre Schmidt
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is
the kick is good. Makes the score Browns 21, Bengals nothing. Andre Schmidt to kick on for Cleveland.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score.
Charlie Jones. Touchdown, Bengals. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's up.
His
It's
kick
good.
is
Now
good.
the lead at 21 to
Makes
7.
the score Browns 21, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson
So now
to
the
kick
other
off for
return teams out
Cincinnati.
there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And the
The
return
Browns
down
take
to
over
the
first
lead.
and
This will
10
come out to the
at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock,
That's good
and keep the
for
ball away from their
Browns.
opponents.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard
13
line.
of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Open man is Bond. He's got it.
Green's
And
pass
take this from one
complete to
47-yard
Isaiah
line to the
Bond.
other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the
And as they come to
47-yard
the
line.
They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Off play action. Green. He's got a man wide open, complete. He's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the
A gain
Bengals
of
30.
17 yards.
Just what the Browns needed there.
And the
Good for a gain of
Browns,
17.
first down.
So 1st and 10
First
now
and
for
10
the
at the
30.
30-yard line.
Off the play fake. Green. Wide open receiver complete. He's out of bounds.
A gain of 26 more yards.
26 yards.
That's another
When you have
Browns
someone throwing it
first
that
down.
well, that confidently,
First and goal
you don't have
at
to
the
call the game
4-yard
and feel
line.
it all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take a go total at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's that quarterback.
Andre Smith on 40 extra points.
Have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down
Makes
the
the
middle.
score
And
Browns
the lead now
28.
3 touchdowns
Bengals
at
7.
21.
Andre Schmidt
The
to kick
kickoff
off
unit is
for
out on the
Cleveland.
field, and they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one
The
inside.
Bengals take over first and 10.
Even
At the
after that
44-yard
it's not
line.
looking great for them today, but if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Burrow's
Physical
pass.
play on the football
Intended
there.
for
Second
Jamar
down.
Chase. Incomplete.
That's another play that's painted
It
the
leads
picture
to
of this game
second and
overall.
10.
It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. That's caught by his big tight end,
Burrow's
Gesicki.
pass. Complete to
4
Mike
yards to
Gesicki.
gain, and it'll bring up a
It's
third
a gain
down.
of 4. And it's
They are in
third
need of 6
down.
yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Burrow. And we'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds
Burrow's
inside the
pass.
15-yard line.
Complete to number 1,
That'll be marked as
Jamar
a
Chase.
27-yard
A
pickup.
gain of 27 on the
From
play.
the 13 now,
First
they
down,
work on first and
Bengals.
10.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it.
Burrow's
Touchdown,
pass.
Cincinnati.
Complete to Jamar Chase. Touchdown,
Jamar
Cincinnati.
Chase from
Evan
13
McPherson
yards
for
out.
the extra point.
And the Bengals have got it back to a
The
two-score
kick
game
is
here
good.
in the fourth.
Makes the score Browns
Extra point by
28.
McPherson, up and
Bengals
good.
14.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Evan McPherson to kick off for
After the
Cincinnati.
touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back
The
of the
Browns
end
take
zone
over
for a
first
touchdown.
and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Tackle made at the 38-yard
Physical
line.
reaction.
It's a
Watching
pickup of
what's happening
3.
right now.
Brings up
Let's
second
give credit
and
where it's
7.
due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Green. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
Intended for Isaiah
Just a little
Bond.
beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he
Hill
had
on
back.
the coverage.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Well, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now a handoff up the middle.
Dylan Sampson, the ball
This
carrier.
isn't. We're going to have another
He's
stoppage
brought
of
down by
players that
Barrett
call the
Carter.
timeout on defense.
A loss of a yard.
53 left.
It's 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Looking to throw. Green. There's a short one caught by
Green's
Fannin.
pass.
And
Complete
unable to
to
break
Harold
away. They
Fannin.
stop him a few yards shy.
Turnover on
The
down.
Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is taken in at the 5.
Burrow's pass. Complete to T. Higgins. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow. And this is caught now for a
Burrow's
late
pass.
touchdown.
Complete to
hold
Jamar
everything here.
Chase.
This one's not
Touchdown,
over yet.
Cincinnati.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have
The
to. It's not a high
Bengals will
percentage
line up
play, but it's
for
better
the
than not having a
two-point
chance at
conversion.
all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
On the other side, you
The
get that
two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score from 28. Bengals 20.
a little less than 90
Evan
seconds to go.
McPherson, the
This will
kickoff
be
for
an onside
Cincinnati.
kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
The
Now
outside
looking at the
kick
clock here, they do
recovered
have
by
2
the
timeouts, but
Browns.
even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out
Green's
on the hit,
pass.
but they'll say it's
Intended for
incomplete.
Harold Fannin.
Part of what we're seeing so
Incomplete.
far is the defense is certainly
It's now
coordinated.
2nd and 10.
Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Green. And that'll be
Green's
incomplete.
pass. Intended for KC Concepcion.
Couldn't hang on
Incomplete.
3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down
Partner, to me,
and
that one was
10.
all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Green. And he can't get it through.
The quarterback
He's
taken down and
What a
sacked
huge
by
play at this point in the
Boye
game.
A big loss on the play.
The Bengals
Brings
going
up
to use the
4th down.
2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Green. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. That is way down in Cincinnati territory.
49-yard gain.
Big pickup there.
That's
Without
good.
question, that should be
Browns.
more than enough
First
to wrap
down.
this one up. So
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but
Green's
that's going to
pass
wind up
intended
incomplete.
for Isaiah
I think
Bond.
he's taking an awful chance with the
Incomplete.
football right there. You've got to
He was
lead,
defended
you've got
by
to protect
Brian
it,
Cook.
and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught.
Green's pass.
And we see another
complete
pitch
to
and catch
Kevin
there to the
Sampson.
running back. This position just
A gain
continues
of
to
9
evolve.
brings up
They
3rd
become just as
and
critical
1.
to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Green's pass intended for Isaiah Bond. Incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in the
Results
last
in a
second, helped
fourth
force the
down.
ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Okay, ready.
And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot
Intended for KC Concepcion.
The Browns
Incomplete.
unable to move the chains
Result of the
on
play
4th down.
is a turnover on
That will
downs.
force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening in the game.
Intended for T. Higgins.
Where the
Incomplete.
game was really lost. But
It's
this is not a
2nd down and
situation where
10.
we're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it